There's only one message. Moses, Abraham, Jesus, Muhammad brought one message. One God, don't worship idols. But what happened is people corrupted it. The Quran was such a linguistic miracle. The Arabic language was so beautiful, the poets couldn't respond to it. Right? The Quran, let me show you something. Right? Where's my...
What's that, Bible?
No. Hold up real quick. Let me just... Right. You can look this up in the one that you have too, right?
Where are you from, by the way, bro? You from around this area?
Originally, or
Originally, yeah.
well, I live here now because I got divorced, but well, I was born and raised in Jersey, and my parents are from Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay. Cool.
In the 21st chapter, it's called the Anbiya, which is the prophets. In the 33rd verse, it says that, and he who has created the day and the night, the sun and the moon, each traveling in an orbit.
Okay.
So the fact that the sun has an orbit, not just the moon, but the sun has an orbit, wasn't known till recently. Because the sun, you can't observe the orbit, right? It's such a slow moving orbit that till very recently, when we were able to get all these telescopes, we didn't know that, right? But think about how can a man in 6th century Arabia, who was not around the Greek or Romans or philosophy, how could he know that, right? In the 23rd chapter called Mu'minun, the believers, right? In the 13th verse, and it says, then place each human sperm drop in a secure place in the womb. And then we developed a drop into a clinging clot of blood. And then developed the clot into a lump of flesh. Then developed the lump into bones. And then clothed the bones with flesh. So bones first, then flesh. And then we brought it into being as a new creation. That development of the embryo in the womb could not have been known. The fact that there's bones and then the flesh comes around could not have been known by a man in the 6th century in Arabian Peninsula who couldn't read or write. Right? I got you on this, right? We're going to make you content that this is the true message. In the 25th chapter, 53rd verse, and it is he who has merged the two bodies of water, one fresh and palatable and the other salty and bitter, and placed between them a barrier they cannot cross. The fact that salt water and seawater come together, they touch but they don't mix, was not known by the Arabian of that time, because the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, never went to where there's salt water. What he was around was all sweet water, right? Now,
so my question is, how would he know?
Exactly.
You wouldn't know.
That is the question,
God.
right? So we believe that this is not the words of Muhammad. He couldn't even write, right? This is an inspiration from the same creator that inspired Jesus and Moses on how to live. There was only one message. Moses, Abraham, Jesus, Muhammad brought one message. One God, don't worship idols. But what happened is people corrupted it, right? They got the Pope involved. Where's the Pope in the Bible? Have you seen Christmas? Right?
Christmas is a satanic fucking ritual.
Hey, man, look at you. You're Muslim already, man. You're there. So, but think about that. Every church does Christmas. Right? I used to go to church as a young guy, quinceañeras and all that.
Yeah.
Everybody had church. Everybody had Christmas. Santa Claus and pagan trees and pagan festivals.
None of that, man.
Same thing with Easter.
Exactly. Easter. It's a pagan.
That was from the mating season.
Exactly. They used to rape women in Easter, which was and they used to paint them, and that's why they're hiding the eggs and all of that. So you know that already. So your mind's already open. So now you tell me, we as Muslims believe in only one God. We believe that God sent prophet. That God sent this message that I want you to read, and it is perfect. No mistakes, no contradictions, scientific facts that could not have been known.